Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the world of mathematics, and your teacher is Hamad Hussain. Today we are going to discuss successive differentiation or higher order derivatives. Successive differentiation or higher order derivative. Chapter number 2. What is meant by successive differentiation or higher order derivative? Sometimes it is used to find the differential coefficient of a derived function. If we denote f dash as a first derivative, as we know that f dash means that first derivative of f of x, then f dash dash mean f double dash is the derivative of f dash and is called second derivative of f. For convenience, we can write f dash dash f double dash. Similarly, derivative of f double dash is the derivative of f double dash is the third derivative and it can be written as f triple dash, and so on. In general, for n is greater than or equal to 4, the nth derivative of f can be written as f of n. As we know that f prime or f dash means first derivative of f with respect to x or an independent variable. So, first derivative again take derivative means that derivative of first derivative is called second derivative and it can be written as f double dash, and derivative of f double dash is the third derivative and it can be written as f triple dash, and so on. So the nth derivative can be written as f of n. This is successive differentiation or higher order differentiation or higher order derivative. There are several notations used by the different mathematicians: second derivative, third derivative, fourth derivative, n derivative, and note. F double dash represents second derivative, F triple dash represents third, fourth, and f of n represent fourth derivative. Normally we use this type of notation, and Leibniz use second derivative of d square f of dx square, d cube f of dx cube, d4 f of dx4, and dn f of dxn. Leibniz use another notation: d square over x square dx square of f of x, d cube over dx cube of f of x, d4 over dx4 f of x, and dn over dxn f of x. And Euler uses d capital D square f for second derivative, d square f for third derivative, d4 f for fourth, and dn for n derivative. These are the several or some notations used by the different mathematicians. We normally use f double prime, f triple prime, f4 of x, and f of n of x. Leibniz use these two rows and Euler use d of n. Another mathematician also use some other notations. Now we will move to the higher order derivative in our practical life. Means that y is equal to f of x. Original function represent position, distance, and height. Original function represent position, distance, and height. First derivative represents velocity in the field of physics. Second derivative y double prime f double prime of x or d square y over dx square represents acceleration. And third derivative y cube f double triple prime of x d cube y over dx cube represents jerk. And f4 of x d4 y over dx4 fourth derivative. Fourth derivative represents Jones or snap, the rate of change of jerk. So first derivative represents velocity, second represents acceleration, third represents jerk, and fourth represents Jones, means that rate of change of jerk, and so on. Now we will move to examples. Now example number 3 is find d square y over dx square, means second derivative, and our implicit function is y cube plus 3ax square plus x cube is equal to 0. So differentiate with respect to x, give that d by dx and d by dx of 0. We know that derivative of 0 is 0. The derivative of y cube is 3y square and derivative of y is dy by dx. 3 as it is, and derivative of x square is 2x and derivative of x is 1. So 2x into 1 is 2x. Also applying power rule on x cube, 3x cube, derivative of x cube is 3x square and derivative of x is 1. 3x square into 1 is 3x square. Now taking 3 common and divide on the right hand side, we will get y square dy by dx is equal to minus 3 minus 2ax minus x square. Take minus common, we will get 2ax plus x square. So value of dy by dx is minus 2ax plus x square over y square. When this y goes to the right hand side, it divides. So this is the y1 or first derivative of x, y with respect to x. Now we will again differentiate 2 with respect to x for the second derivative. So minus 1 as it is, d by dx of 2ax plus x square over y square. Here to function in the form of quotient, we will use quotient rule. Denominator square, denominator as it is derivative of numerator. Derivative of numerator means that derivative of 2ax. 2ax is 2a and x square is 2x minus numerator as it is derivative of denominator. Denominator is y square. Derivative of y square is 2y and derivative of y is dy by dx. Now I replace the value of dy by dx as we solved earlier, minus 2ax plus x square over y square. Minus 2ax plus x square over y square. This y cancel with the power of this y, and 2 and 2 take common. Remaining are a plus x into y square minus and minus is plus 2ax plus x square into 2ay plus yx square 2ax plus x square. 2ax plus x square into 2ax plus x square is 2ax plus x square whole square, and when this y multiply by this y, it will become y cube and then y into y4. So open the bracket, a plus x and y cube. Value of y cube is minus 3x square minus x cube. Replace the value of y cube and y4 into y is y raised to power 5. A plus x, take minus common, minus common 3a plus x plus 4a square plus x square plus 4ax. Open the formula of 2a plus x whole square and taking x square common from this term, and this x square goes to outside of the numerator. So minus 2x square minus, open this term, we will get 3a square plus 4ax plus x square plus 4a square plus x square plus 4ax. When we open the brackets and after cancellation, we will get minus 2x square into a square over y5. This can be written as minus 2a square x square over y5. This is our final answer. So this is our equation number 3. Now we will move to exercise 2.7. Question number 1. Find y2 if y2 means second derivative of y. y2 means second derivative of y. First part is y is equal to 2x raised to power 5 minus 3x4 plus 4x cube plus x minus 2. We have to find two derivative of this or second derivative of y with respect to x. First, differentiate with respect to x, applying d by dx on both hand side. 2 as it is, derivative of x5 is 5x4 minus 3 as it is, derivative of x4 is 4x cube plus 4 as it is, derivative of x cube is 3x square, derivative of x is 1 and derivative of 2 is 0. 5 into 2 is 10x4 minus 12x cube plus 12x square plus 1. This is the value of y1. Now again differentiate with respect to x to find the value of y2. So d by dx of y1 means d by dx of 10x4 minus 12x cube plus 12x square plus 1. 10 as it is, derivative of x4 is 4x cube minus 12 as it is, derivative of 3x square is x cube is 3x square. 12 as it is, derivative of x square is 2x and 1 derivative of 1 is 0. 4 into 10 is 40x cube minus 36x square plus 24x is our final answer. 40x cube minus 36x square plus 24x is our final answer. Now third part is y is equal to under root x plus 1 over under root x, under root x plus 1 over x, under root n. What is the value of under root? Value of under root or square root is 1 by 2. So this can be written as x raised to power 1 by 2 plus 1 over x raised to power 1 by 2. And when this goes to the numerator become x raised to power minus 1 by 2. So y is equal to x raised to power 1 by 2 plus x raised to power minus 1 by 2. Now differentiate with respect to x, we will get dy by dx. Here we will apply power rule, 1 by 2 x raised to power minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 x raised to power minus 3 by 2. 1 by 2 minus 1 is minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 minus 1 is minus 3 by 2. Taking 1 by 2 common or as it is, again differentiate with respect to x. Taking 1 by 2 common, remaining are x raised to power minus 1 by 2 minus x raised to power minus 3 by 2. Now again applying power rule, power start which is minus 1 by 2 x power subtract minus 1, power में से minus 1 करते हैं. Minus 1 by 2 minus 1 is minus 3 by 2 and this minus when power goes to the first minus into minus is plus 3 by 2. X raised to power minus 3 by 2 minus 1 is minus 5 by 2. X raised to power take 2 common from the denominator. 2 into 2 is 4. When x raised to minus 3 by 2 goes to the denominator become x raised to power 3 by 2 and x raised to power 5 by 2. Take LCM, x raised to power 5 by 2 in numerator, we will get minus x plus 3 and which can be written as 3 minus x over 4 x raised to power 5 by 2 is our final answer. Now question number 2, find y2 if second part is y is equal to natural log of 2x plus 3 over 3x plus 2 and as you know that log of a over b can be written as log a minus log b. So log of 2x plus 3 over 3x plus 2 can be written as log of 2x plus 3 minus log of 3x plus 2. Now differentiate with respect to x and we know that derivative of log x is 1 over x and derivative of x. Here derivative of 2x plus 3 is 2x and derivative of log of 3x plus 2 is 1 over 3x plus 2 and derivative of 3x plus 2 is 3. Now 2 into 2x plus 3 raised to power minus 1 by 2 minus 3x raised to 3x plus 2 raised to power minus 1 by 2. Again differentiate with respect to x2 as it is. Here we will apply power rule, power start, power minus 1 and derivative without power. Derivative without power means that 2x plus 3 is 2. Here minus 3 as it is. Here we will apply power rule. Power first, 3x plus 2 power minus 1 and derivative without power. Minus 1 minus 1 is minus 2 and derivative without power 3x plus 2 is 3. Now this 3 into 3 is 9 and minus into minus is plus and 2 into 2 is 4 minus. So answer is minus 4 over 2x plus 3 raised to power minus 2 when goes to the denominator will become 2x plus 3 whole square, and minus into minus is plus, 3 into 3 is 9, our 3x plus 2 raised to power 2. Why? Because 3x plus 2 raised to minus 2 in the numerator, and when goes to the denominator it will become 3x plus 2 raised to power 2 or 3x square. So it is the value of y is equal to log of 2x plus 3 over 3x plus 2 second derivative. Now question number 3. Find y2. y2 means that second derivative. First part is x square plus y square is equal to a square. X square plus y square is equal to a square. It is the equation of circle. Differentiate with respect to x, we will get d by dx of x square plus y square is equal to d by dx of a square. Here apply power rule. X square derivative means that 2x and 2y, but dy by dx derivative of y with respect to x. 2x plus 2y dy by dx can be written as y1 is equal to minus 2x, where 2x goes to the right hand side it will become minus 2x, and value of y1 is minus 2x over 2y. 2 and 2 cancel out, we will get y1 is equal to minus x over y. Now again differentiate for the second derivative means that d by dx of y1, d by dx of minus x over y, minus goes out, so derivative of x over y. Here x over y in the form of quotient, so we will use quotient rule. Denominator square, denominator as it is, derivative of numerator, minus numerator as it is, derivative of denominator. Derivative of x with respect to x is 1 minus x. What is the value of dy by dx? Value of dy by dx is minus x over y. So minus into minus is plus y plus x square over y. Take LCM in the numerator. Y into y is y square plus x square over y, and this y multiplied by this y, we will get y cube into x square plus y square and minus as it is. This is our final answer, or you can write the value of x square plus y square. What is the value of x square plus y square is a square. So you can write y2 is equal to minus a square over y cube or minus x square plus y square over y cube. Both are its solutions. Now question number 4. Find y4 if first part is y is equal to sine 3x. Y is equal to sine 3x. y4 means we have to find the fourth derivative of y. Now we will have to find fourth derivative of sine 3x. First derivative means sine 3x derivative is cos 3x, but derivative of 3x is 3. So y1 is 3 cos 3x. Again differentiate. Derivative of cos 3x is minus sine 3x, but some derivative of 3x is 3. So y2 is minus 9 sine 3x. Again derivative of sine 3x is cos 3x, but derivative of 3x is 3. 9 into 3 is minus 27 cos x cube. And last time for y4 means that derivative of cos 3x is minus sine 3x, and derivative of 3x is 3. So final answer is minus into minus is plus, 27 into 3 is 81 sine x cube. So y is equal to sine 3x and y4 is equal to 81 sine 3x. 81 sine 3x is the final answer. Student, these are the questions of simple functions, either explicit function or implicit function. Now we will move to the next part number 3, log of x square minus 9, which can be written as log of x plus 3 into x minus 3, and as we know that log of a into b is log of a plus log of b. Log of x plus 3 plus log of x minus 3, and derivative of x plus 3 is 1 over x plus 3, and x minus 3 is 1 over x minus 3, and when right it can be written as x plus 3 raised to power minus 1 and x minus 3 raised to power minus 1 is the first derivative. Now second derivative applying by we will use power rule, power start, power minus 1, power start, power minus 1. Derivative without power means that derivative of x plus 3 that is 1 and derivative of x minus 3 that is also 1. Again use power rule to find the second derivative. We will get 2x plus 3 raised to power minus 3 plus 2x raised to power x minus 3 raised to power minus 3. For third derivative again use power rule, and for fourth derivative we will use power rule to get minus 6 over x plus 3 raised to power 4 plus minus 6 over x minus 3 raised to power 4. Here x plus 3 not is here is x minus 3. Take minus 6 common, we will get 1 over x plus 3 raised to power 4 plus 1 over x minus 3. Here is x minus 3 raised to power 4 is our final answer. Now these questions are the for the simple function, either explicit function or implicit function. Now second derivative for the chain rule. Second derivative for the chain rule. How to find the second derivative for chain rule? Suppose that we have two equations, yx is equal to f of t and y is equal to g of t. Here x is independent variable in both equations, two equations and three variables, so we will use chain rule and we have to find the value of dy by dx. So formula will be dy by dt into dt by dx, as you studied a real dy in the numerator, dx in the denominator, and cross is dt. dy by dx can be written as y1 is equal to dy by dt into dt by dx. dy by dx can be written as y1 and right hand side as it is dy by dt into dt by dx. Student, when y1 is so right hand side is simple dy. When y1 in the left hand side, right hand side simple is dy, and the second term is dt by dx, no change in the second term. But when here is y2, then right hand side will be dy1. y2 is equal to dy1 over dt into dt by dx. So this is the formula of y2 for this equation, Understand? Again, y1 is equal to dy by dt into dt by dx, as you studied earlier. To make this formula for the second derivative, when here is y1, on the right hand side is dy. Here y1 is only y. When left hand side contains y2, then right hand side will be dy1 by dt into dt by dx. Understand? Now question number 3, find y2 if third part is x is equal to a cos theta and y is equal to a sin theta. Here x is the x, y, and the third variable is theta. Two equations and three variables. Then we will use chain rule for the first derivative. Differentiate x with respect to theta. Why? Because here theta is independent variable and x is dependent variable. A derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta, and d theta by dx is minus 1 over a sin theta. Why? Because we have to use chain rule, and the value of chain rule will be dy by dx is equal to dy by d theta into d theta by dx. dy in the numerator, dx in the denominator, and cross is d theta, and the value of d theta is minus 1 over a sin theta. Now differentiate with this equation with respect to theta. We will get a d by d theta of cos theta, that is sin theta, that is cos theta. Replace values, a cos theta into minus 1 over a sine theta. A cancel out with this A, and we know that cos theta was sine theta is cos theta and minus as it is. So this is the value of y1. Y1 is equal to minus cos theta. Student, here these equations are the parametric equations. These equations are the parametric equation. Also, we will use chain rule. That's why we use dy by dx. So y1 is equal to minus cos theta. Now, first of all, we will construct formula for the y2. Y2 is equal to dy1 by d theta into d theta by dx. Y1 is equal to dy by d theta into d theta by dx. Then y2 is equal to dy1 by d theta into d theta by dx. And what is the value of y1? Value of y1 is minus cos theta, and value of d theta by dx we find earlier. Derivative of cot theta is minus cosecant theta into minus is plus cosecant square theta d theta by dx, and value of d theta by dx is minus 1 over a sine theta. Minus 1 as it is, and we know that cosecant square theta means that 1 over sine square theta. So 1 over sine square theta into sine square theta is sine cube theta. So y2 is equal to minus 1 over a sine cube theta. So this is our question number 3. Now part number 4 is x is equal to a t square and y is equal to b t4. Again these are the parametric equations, so we will use chain rule. To find y1, we have to use formula dy by dt into dt by dx. Why? Because t is independent variable and x is dependent variable. T is independent and y is dependent. So we have to find dx by dt and dy by dt. And we will find dy by dx means that y1 is equal to dy by dt into dt by dx. Then what will be the value of y2? When here is y2, then the right hand side contain dy by dt and dt by dx as it is. Now we will move to the question. Differentiate with respect to t, we will get a into t square is 2at, which can be written as according to this formula dt by dx taking the reciprocal 1 over 2at. And y is equal to bt4, derivative means that 4bt cube. Replace values in this formula. y1 is equal to dy by dt into dt by dx, 4bt cube into 1 over 2at. 2 cancel with the 4, b over a and t cancel with the t cube. We will get 2b over a t square. y1 is equal to 2b over a t square. Now y2 is equal to dy1 by dt means that derivative of this term with respect to t. Derivative of this term with respect to t, 2a by b is constant, and derivative of t square into dt by dx. Derivative of t square into dt by dx. And derivative of t square is 2t, and dt by dx means that 1 over 2at. This 2 cancel with this 2 and t cancel with t. A into a is a square and numerator contains 2b. So final answer is y2 is equal to 2b over a square. These are the question for the higher order derivative. Thank you, students. If you have any question, you can ask me anytime. Thank you and have a nice day.